Yay! Look at that.
Hello.
You know what time it is.
What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it ain't just any Wednesday.
No,
It's Wealth Wednesday.
Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Anybody out there, I know you want to have a wealthy marriage. I'm on Facebook right now. I gotta make sure we're sharing this thing and we doing our due diligence.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're doing the same thing. Share this out. You'll be glad that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Share it with a couple that you like. Just say live now, Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. Hey, this is it.
Right.
This is it. We in there.
Right.
Welcome. It is Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. I couldn't be more excited for Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. I'm thanking God for what He's doing in our lives. It's just been so many good things. I told y'all last week what happened on Wealthy Marriage Wednesdays. It's just not the wealth that's going to hit your family. It's the wealth that's going to be everybody and everything that's connected to you. It's going to be abundantly blessed. It will be blessed. So yeah, we're gonna share this out. So make sure everybody knows what's going on.
Connect.
So please feel free to share. You'll be glad that you did.
Yes.
All right, come join us. Yeah, we got some good stuff. We're talking about trading places today. Talk about trading places, and that's significant. Trading places.
Yes.
We're gonna ask some questions today, y'all. These some questions you're gonna want to make sure you got answered to, because this is
absolutely.
Hey, real deal. Trading places. So, if you had to trade places with your spouse, what would that look like?
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all those details, and we're gonna be asking some real questions. So, tell us about your week. What happened this week? Tell us about it.
Ooh.
Are we letting people get on? You can share a little bit.
You know, this week I think it's emotional week. You know, me and John, we talk, a lot and have a conversation, things like that. And he shared some perspectives about me, where that was eye-opening. And so it made me have to look at myself more deeply and understand and see what I was doing and how I was feeling, if I was being really a team player, and if the things and my actions that I was doing, if it was actually helping the team. And and there was things that I have fell short on, and then I started to realize, wow, I am not pushing the team along and lifting us up. I was pulling us down. So that was emotional for me, and just to realize that.
Did you cry?
I did.
Now you making me the bad guy. But it makes you feel like a bad guy. Oh. Because nobody wants to be the person. I'm serious. Even though I know we had some conversations, share some feedback, things that I think was positive for you, it still make you feel bad. Like, I don't want you to feel like you sad about it. Are you sad? Are you happy? How you feel?
No, I feel great. I feel good about it now, because it made me realize I have to make some changes. I need to step my game up.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't. I wouldn't want you to feel sad, because what if you didn't? What if you had not brought that to my attention?
Yeah.
That's not healthy, because then for you, it's like you have this thing that's on you that you see that's hurting me and hurting the team, and for you not to say anything would not do any justice for either one.
I appreciate you sharing that, and I know it wouldn't do justice, and I agree with what you're saying. But still, whenever you really care about somebody, I think it goes too far at some point, because you start going from empathy to sympathy, where like, all right, you can say something empathetically, and I'm like more thinking about, okay, I know I need to say this, but I'm gonna say it as though I'm concerned about your feelings and in the way you are. But it's another way when you change what you say, because you don't want to offend the person, and so you just don't say it. And so it's one thing to say it differently. It's another thing where you're just like, I ain't gonna say it at all. And so I kind of balanced that line
Yeah.
because you can be emotional, man. Women, not women. I'm just gonna talk about you.
Yeah, just talk about me.
I ain't gonna say all women. Hey, y'all ain't gonna get me in trouble on this podcast. Hey, but I'm just gonna say, it's like in a real way, it's like sometimes it's an emotional response. And I don't like looking at your face when you're looking at me crazy while I'm telling you something. I don't. So I found all these little subtle ways. I like to bring you in. I gotta watch my tone. I gotta watch my eyebrows. I gotta watch my tone, how sharp it is. I gotta find ways to ease it in there a little bit, but I can't not say it.
Right.
Yeah.
But you found a way to be able to communicate that to me so that I could receive it.
Yeah, but you still cried though.
So?
But then you don't want to be the dude making your wife cry. It's like, and that's still making your wife cry, even if it's a cry.
But if I hadn't told you I cried, you wouldn't even know it.
I seen you cry once. I'm just saying.
But of course, I'm talking about on that particular
situation. Yeah.
So for you not to say anything, you say it because you love me.
Yeah, and so it's like, how do we offer feedback to each other? And so, we found a way to offer feedback to each other that's, I think, helpful. But it's not easy to hear.
No.
But we are both open to it.
Yeah.
And so, we had a few things go on in our business this week that was challenging. Yeah. We had some stuff that literally just got missed. And so I was like, Joy, you can't be missing stuff. Yeah. Like, you completely blew this. You said you was going to do it.
I completely
You didn't do it. And now it's costing us a lot of money and a lot of time. Yeah. And I'm sitting over here. I got people asking me, John, where the stuff at? And I'm like, Joy, where the stuff at? You're like, I ain't got my stuff. Yeah. And so how do you handle that when you're working in business together is the moment that most people are scared to death of. Like, most people won't go into business because they're scared of that moment. Yeah. And to us, by the time we got done with the moment, we eating popcorn, sitting down, chatting it up afterwards, even though it's frustrating. Yeah. Like, what happens when something costs you thousands of dollars on a mistake? Like, what happens in that moment? Like, what's going through your mind? I don't always react well when stuff costs me money. Like, don't let something cost me. Once it goes over, if it's a 2-figure, I'm not even tripping. If it's a 3-figure, I'm like, I ain't gonna say that. But if it's a 4-figure mess up a board, how I was putting hiding steaks in the freezer. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? I still got $100 bill hid somewhere. I still ain't found that mug, but I'm gonna find it eventually. So I'm coming from that kind of mindset where I'm supposed to save. I mean, we picked up a quarter and a nickel on our way home walking the other day, and now you telling me you got a 4-figure just oops. I'm like, nah, how you handle a 4-figure oops? Yeah, I don't know. Some people, that's not no big deal to them. To me, I'm still picking up quarters on the ground every once in a while because, I'm still dealing with what I'm dealing with. Yeah. It's like our relationship with money is evolving. It's evolving. And no matter whether you needed that quarter or not, it's a quarter, and I was taught to pick it up. In the same way, if there's things that you can do to not lose money and you don't do it, it's kind of frustrating. Yes. Yeah. And so that's what we've been dealing with this week is how to communicate frustration. Yes. But we do it and we just do it. And so that's the number one tip is to just talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. Take the time to talk about it. Let your guard down. And then when you say things, remember that that's the one you love. Yeah. And some people will never go into business together. They'll never accelerate together, all because they're scared to have a conversation with each other that's going to hurt their feelings. And so I don't like it any more than the next person does, but I've learned to that no matter what, I'm still going to say what you need. Yeah. And I respect and trust you that you still want to say what I need. Mm-hmm. And that's where we got a mutual respect, I believe, in the business. I think so. And that helps us both to grow. And I really appreciate you sharing that. Man, that was powerful. Man, we wasn't even going there. We talking about trading places today. All right, y'all. Okay. All right. So now it's time to get into questions. So here's the thought of the day. And this is the reason why this Wealth Wednesday existed, because we're working better together in business. Me and Joy, we operate a real estate business together, a couple different real estate businesses together. Formerly, we had a martial arts business. We also have a coaching and consulting business that we operate together. And so how do you work together in business? And there's so many complications to that. But there's so many wonderful benefits, and we found it to be a great thing. So we really designed everything that we talk about on here to help others, and then to create a forum for us all to be able to talk about this together. So if you work together or want to work together with your spouse in business, make sure you drop something in the chat, hit us with some comments, share this out too, because it helps us to be able to stay in community together. We appreciate y'all. So Trading Places, we got some questions that we're going to ask each other real live. You're going to get the opportunity to listen to our real answers. And so we got this concept of trading places. Y'all remember that movie with Eddie Murphy where he had to trade places with the rich guys and then they traded and stuff like that?
Somebody remembers, because I remember the title, but I don't remember the actual movie.
Yeah, so it was these rich guys and they had, one rich stockbroker and then a guy off the street. And they had them, basically trade places in life and say, all right, well, how would they do in that? And so these two end up being friends. And then they took out the other guys. Yeah,
really?
Mortimer and Luke.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where the thought Trading Places came from. But this is Trading Places in our marriage. And so we're going to ask each other a bunch of questions. I don't like that look. It's about to go bad for me. I can already tell. All right, but yeah, is we. All right, so we're going to ask each other a series of questions.
Okay.
And then as we talk through the different questions, hopefully somebody else will be inspired to ask your spouse the same thing. So question number 1 in Trading Places. In what area of our marriage do you think it would be most challenging for you to take my place, and why? So in what areas of our marriage do you think it would be most challenging for you to take my place, and why?
Okay. The first thing that comes to my mind for me that he does would be our finances. Because me working with the finances has been something that I know a little bit, but the intricacies that he does with our finances is amazing. And so for me to take that would be most challenging for me, because that is not something that I have always been comfortable with. And so yes, that would be.
Oh, really? Okay. Do I need to answer the question too? Okay. All right. So in what areas of our marriage do I think it would be most challenging to take for you to take? Well, you got to ask me the question.
Okay. In what area of our marriage do you think it would be most challenging for you to take my place, and why?
I think it would be most challenging to take your place as dealing with me. Honestly, I wouldn't want to deal with me. I don't know how you do it. Seriously, I don't know how you think about me. Because you'll wake up and you're smiling, and then you're so engaged in the small things that I'm doing from the moment that I wake up until I go to bed. It's like, I can see you actively concerned about me, and you're probably one of the only person that I know who's actively concerned about all the little details of my life. And so I think I take a level of detail when I'm looking at you, but I don't do it with the same level of intention, I think. Or maybe it takes me more intention, but I think maybe you do it more naturally. Yeah. And I think that part of just generally caring, but not just for me, but for our family and just for people in general, I just think that that's something that you just do naturally, that I think I would have a challenging time with. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what's one aspect of my daily life that you would like to experience for a day? What's one aspect of my daily life that you would like to experience for a day?
Your daily life.
You see what I do every day. What's one piece that looks so good to you that you just gotta have some of that?
Oh man. I think it is, you have a way of, I think it would be your prayer time. Because I see you get up, I see you go, and then I see you, once you come out at prayer time, it's like, you on fire. And I'm like, like, what did God say to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, it's like that gives you that fire like that. And it's early in the morning too, like that fire that keeps you going all day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, okay. So, how do you think it would change your perspective on me if you had that?
How would it change my perspective? I would. Well, I already have a high, respect for you. But it would give me a little bit more insight on why we do certain things for our family, and so that would be the perspective, changing the perspective.
That's good, Joy. That's good.
All right, so for you,
Mhm.
what's one aspect of my daily life that you would like to experience for a day, and how do you think it would change your perspective on me?
You know, hey, this might come out the wrong way.
Oh,
See,
my
this is the
goodness.
kind of stuff, man. I don't even say it. Like, look at
Just
this.
say it.
Look at this. Do you see this? I just did all my grooming for the day. Just that quick. Look, watch this. It's done. It's a wrap. I just did it. All, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, for real though. So I got a drop fade. It is a low cut drop fade that I can wipe off with my, that's it. So if I had one thing I could be you for a day, I would want to go through your whole glam routine. As you just like, okay, what are you doing? It's like, why is it taking you so long? What are you looking at in the mirror? What are all these little details? And so you going in there, and then you just got to pull all the stuff out. I'm getting my edges laid. I'm getting my hair and repolishing my stuff and lotion and everything. And so, and that's probably the one thing that I do. And I think it would give me a better perspective on how much care you take for yourself and like how much you're thinking about your presentation to the world. And because I personally don't think I have that same level of thought of my presentation to the world, but you have more of that. And it could be something simple, like your grooming techniques, you shaving your legs. I'm like, I don't shave my legs, and then, and like even if nobody noticed, like ain't nobody in there walking up and rubbing on your legs, So you do things that only you know sometimes.
I got you.
And the care that you take for that. So I just appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
All right. So here's a good one. I'm gonna give this to you. All right. So question number 3. Okay. Is there a situation or a conflict that we faced where you would want to trade places with me to see my perspective more clearly? So is there a situation or is there a conflict that we faced where you'd want to trade places with me so that you could see my perspective more clearly? That's a deep question.
That is a deep question.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, if y'all out there, y'all getting the real deal here today. We're not even, so y'all all up in our stuff. We asking, getting real time thoughts on real questions.
These questions help you have a wealthy marriage.
Yeah, these questions will help you have a wealthy marriage. Like if you really want to be able to get this running up together, we got to be able to ask each other these questions. So is there a situation or conflict that we face that you would want to trade places to see my perspective?
Well, I think we kind of hit on it already when you asked me how my day was. Because how you talked about, having to bring that issue or bring that you saw in me. How you came to that, like how you came to be able to express that to me, and how you saw it. Like I would want to see like what made you notice the thing that I was doing and how that was affecting our family. So I think that.
So for those of you who didn't join earlier, we were talking about some things that Joy had completely missed, and I had coached her, like literally had some coaching, like, hey, this right here, you can't do that. Like that's something you missed that you said you was going to do it, you didn't do it. It costs us a lot of money, it costs us a lot of time, and that was your reflection on it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that you would want to see my perspective on. How did I get to that
How
point?
you got to that point, and how it made you feel as well.
Mm,
To because when you have to tell someone that you love and that you really
Yeah.
care about something that you know is not gonna sit well.
Yeah.
How you came to that to be able to bring it in a way that I can receive it
right.
because you know me.
Right.
So yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right. So, is there a situation of conflict?
Is there a situation or conflict that we faced that you would want to trade places to see my perspective?
I would say, yeah, I think there is. I mean, recently, well, not so recently, but we've had times of situations where we hadn't been on the same page from an intimacy perspective, like just in different places.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so sometimes I'm all hot, you ain't hot. Sometimes, there's an expectation. Like sometimes you get in your mind that something's about to happen. It's like, oh snap, it's about to go down. I'm thinking about this all day. Like you let me. It's a whole situation. Like, you done messed up the other day, and you seen what happened.
Oh my goodness.
She come home. I got the bath run. I got the candles lit. I got what else I had?
Yeah.
I had the robe out.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. This was the setup. The temperature was right. The chocolate. I mean, it was everything. And so, nothing. Look at me. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Had to let the bathwater out. You know what I mean? Had to sit down, watch my movie, eat my popcorn. And I said, is that a situation that I would want to trade places? I really want to feel your perspective. Like I would want to be you in that moment. And I want to say, okay, this is my mood. This is my energy.
Yeah.
And just so that I can really feel that, to see the concern on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't feel like, okay, did this mean anything? Is this important? And I think those type of things, it helps to be able to say, all right, okay, well, she really did feel that, or she thought it was special, or because sometimes you don't say the words.
Yeah.
And so if you don't say the words, I don't know. So I would want to trade places. We talking about trading places. I would want to trade places with you just to better understand how you was thinking about it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Okay. All right, trading places, y'all. We on question number 4.
What part of your daily routine or responsibilities do you think I may not fully appreciate, and why?
What part of my daily routine that I don't think you really appreciate? I really don't. I know you appreciate me. And I know you appreciate my daily routine. I would say this is going to be a small thing. Hopefully it don't sound petty.
Okay.
I don't think you appreciate the fact that I wash clothes. Like I wash all the clothes.
You do wash it.
No, I wash everything. Like anything that's there, I wash on the towels. I mean, if it's something in there, I'm like washing it. I just don't feel like you appreciate it.
What?
Even in your facial expression, you're like, you don't even hardly doing that. I mean, I really be washing all the stuff. I be washing your clothes. You leave some clothes out. I wash some joints too.
You do.
I mean, but I don't feel like it's just. I'm not that I should get your special recognition, but I'm like, that's just something I do. I just feel like I do it, and I'm not that I'm looking for a trophy. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not that I'm feeling anything. Not that I'm salty about it. Hey, well, y'all all got your own issues, but not, I would say that would be a small thing. But no, really, honestly, I think you do a great job of just appreciating all the different things that I do. You always make me feel like the stupid small things that I do are like extra special, and I don't know why. So I really appreciate that about you. So I don't really have a whole lot to say.
Okay. All right.
All right. So now I get to ask you. All right. What part of your daily routine do you think I don't fully appreciate? We're talking about trading places. What part of your daily routine do you think that I that I don't fully appreciate?
Oh, um,
You know what? I do got one. Matter of fact, I do. No,
you
no,
got,
no, no.
you
I
got
don't.
it?
No, I
You
don't.
do?
I thought I did, but I don't.
You should.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, sometimes I don't really have
You ain't got
anything. I
anything.
don't
All
have
right.
anything.
There you go.
I mean,
You ask your spouse and see what they come up with. We're doing our best over here. What part of our daily routine do you? I mean, we're so involved in each other's routine. Honestly, I don't got a whole lot that I don't appreciate. I know the stuff you do is difficult because I don't want to do it, and then you see the stuff I'm doing, you like, I don't want to do that. So, I mean, I think that we got a pretty good mix of appreciation. We help each other out. I think with pretty much everything,
We do.
and we're all involved in everything together. So, all right, we got to go to the next question.
Okay.
Question number 4. Here's what it is. Still, can I eat some love from the laundry? I'm just saying.
You do that with the laundry.
Thank you very much. All right, question number 5. How do you think that our communication and problem-solving styles might change if we temporarily swap roles in decision-making? So how do you think that our communication and our problem-solving styles might change? So how would our styles change if we swap roles in making decisions?
Oh wow.
If we swap roles in making decisions.
How would it change?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that would be a big change because I don't like making decisions. So to be you, to trade places to be you, where you are you don't mind making a decision. Sometimes. So I think it would have a big effect on me. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think that it would be. Let me make sure I got the question.
Yeah. How do you think our communication and problem solving styles might change if we swap roles in making decisions?
I think that I would be more sure about things, about what I wanted to do, what I wanted to, just in general, just being more decisive. I would, because
okay. I think it would be good. Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like that. We would know what we want to eat.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh, Sam, what you want to eat?"
Ooh, might even have a meal plan.
Might even have a meal plan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, how do you think our communication and problem-solving styles might change if we swap roles?
I think I would take more time to think. I think we would, if we swapped and traded places. I think I would take more time to think before making decisions. And sometimes, I'm one who just says, "Hey, let's make a decision. It's better than no decision because no decision is a decision in itself." And so I just feel like you should make a decision. And like, hey, let's just move with this right here,
right?
As opposed to just sitting back and thinking about it.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really I want to sit back and mull it over type of individual, but at times I think I make rush decisions or decisions that wasn't really thought through all the way.
Okay.
And I think that you do a good job of really taking your time and now analyzing things, putting it on your mental space. And then when you do make a decision, it's really a decision that is more thoughtful, I believe, than some of the ones that I come up with.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We rolling, trading places, y'all. Trading places. All right. This is the last question, so this is gonna be a juicy one. It's gonna be a good one. All right. So you got to give me your best answer on this one. Right. Do you want to ask this one first, or you want me to ask?
I want to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. If we could truly switch roles for a week, what changes would you make in our lives and why?
Ooh. Say it again for me.
If we could truly switch roles for a week, what changes would you make in our lives and why?
So, if we could truly switch roles, well, I'm gonna tell you, some of the stuff would be off limits for this show. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm a hot pancake over here, so you be. We're my strong side. What do you say to
Oh my God, don't even.
Hold on.
Keep
Left
it
side.
up, PG-13.
Wrong side. Put that 2 a day. Practice.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, you know that's my movie.
Yeah. And so yeah. But I'd say the biggest change would be I believe that we would be in better health. If we traded places, I think that I believe that we would just put more energy into that time. If I'm thinking about this question right, like if I was me and you, like if we traded places for a week, I would be like, I think I got a lot more energy just in general,
Okay.
and so I think we would just do more doing stuff, like more active stuff, or just doing things. And so I think that doing, I think we would just like
Okay.
do a lot more. And it would just be a lot consistent. But at the same time, we might be all over the place. But at the same time, we do a lot of doing. So I think we would just do a lot more stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, that's probably it. I wouldn't say it necessarily be a change.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna make a change, if I was you, what would it be? That's a rough question, man. Golly, I thought I had a good answer for it, but I really just don't. Outside of that first part,
Yeah.
I said what I said. All right, what about you? So I'm gonna ask you this question. If we switch roles for a week, what changes would you make in our lives and why?
If we switch roles,
What changes would you make? Like you say, I'm the man now around here. What would you say?
I wear pants.
Would you? Fancy pants.
I wear pants. Speaking of shit. What I would change,
Yeah.
it would be, I would be more consistent with the things of the way our household is ran. Because I would make some lists because John makes lists, and I actually make some lists because I take on some of my other because I'm taking on John right now, and so I would make some lists and I would make sure the stuff got done, and I would. That's what I would do. I also. But why you say?
That's good.
You know he likes it. He likes a good one. He likes to make them, and then I like doing them, but I don't like to make them. So, that would inspire me to make lists and be consistent in getting everybody else to do it.
If I could change one thing though that I didn't add, it's like you got a whole chill that's like none other. Like when you chill, and so you are so unbothered by just life. I don't see you get upset or hold things for more than like 5 minutes. Like somebody will call you with the most traumatic thing, and it's like, oh, and then 5 minutes later, you're just like, oh, let's go get something to eat. Or I wonder what the kids are doing. Or, remembering an old funny story and you dancing and laughing. So I think I'd like to take on. That would probably be a change we would make if I was in your seat. I'd probably take on a little bit more of that. So, all right, y'all. So we have explored trading places. And so we went deep into this one today. It was some good stuff. I feel like I know you a little bit better after this session today. So now your challenge out there is to get to know your spouse a little bit better. You go through these questions that were on the screen, review them together with your spouse, go through this nice and slow, but ask some questions. You got to ask those questions. And you'll be surprised at some of the answers that you get. And I know I was surprised by a couple of these today, but we're going to have to explore a little bit deeper, but this is how we get to know each other better. This is how we get to work together better. This is how we're going to take our businesses and our families.
Before we do that, what if they want the questions?
All right. So, hey, guess what? If you want these questions, we are going to put it in a PDF, and we're going to put it on our Facebook page where you can come and grab that information. Yes. So you just come into our Facebook page. We're going to make a post and we'll put it out so that you can ask those questions. Those are custom designed by us. And so hopefully that you enjoy them just like we have. So That's all our time. Obviously, we love if you're on
Yes.
YouTube to subscribe to our channel. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube,
Yes.
subscribe to our channel. Please like this and share it out with your friends. It always helps us to be able to share. We want to be able to share with as many couples as we can.
Absolutely.
We are helping each other to grow together in business, in life, in our marriage. And so we appreciate y'all. Go to millionairemarriages.com. Check it out. I think you might find some things that you enjoy.
Yes.
Outside of that, we out.
Remember, y'all,
it's better
together.
Peace. See y'all.